Hello and welcome again to Violeta English by Reportage. Spoiled children have always been difficult to handle, right? Both by parents and children. Well, this is a work of art in a town in Romania made by a sculptor who represents a scene in a play which depicts exactly that, how poor parenting can lead to spoiling children too much and making them be naughty and entitled. You can see what imagination and creativity can do here. We have a group of three women which are actually the doting relative of the kid, of the child that you can see here. His name is Mr. Goe, Domnul Goe, and the writer is right behind me on the bench, looking at his characters thoughtfully. The characters from his sketch in one act, Mr. Goe or Domnul Goe. What this writer did is absolutely remarkable. I will just walk like a little bit behind to see him better. Yeah, he's one of the greatest Romanian writers. Sorry for staying like this, but I have to keep my position towards the camera. Okay, he is one of the greatest Romanian writers, but he is also a universal writer. His name is Ion Luca Caragiale. He lived from 1852 till 1912. He is a famous playwright and also a journalist. He also wrote sketches. What he focused on mainly was Romanian society, but his works are so universal that they don't only make reference to Romanian society. If you could read them very easily, you can translate them on the internet. Ion Luca Caragiale sketches. You will see that he is absolutely brilliant with his wit, with his satire, with his humor. He actually criticizes the human behavior, and this is universal. This play that is depicted here in this statuary group was actually a statue which was placed here in 2012. It is found in front of the administrative palace in Ploiești. It's a huge building, administrative building, that you can see behind. And it was placed on the occasion of the Ion Luca Caragiale year. The idea was brilliant and belongs to a sculptor from Satu Mare, Radu Ciobanu, who had the idea of using this kind of street culture, which he said is not so much used in Romania, because passers-by feel much closer to the statues like this. On the contrary, if the statue is placed on a pedestal, the passers-by might not be so enthusiastic to admire them. The piece of art is brilliant. By this way it is placed, the statuary group is placed in a brilliant manner, as you can see, very beautiful. They are at human stature height, but a little bit higher actually. I'm not so short, but I'm not quite tall neither. But anyway, this is quite a tall woman, like maybe around 2 meters, I think. So a bit larger, and gives a good image as well. Well, and I will tell you the story. Um, I will try to shift a little bit if I can, but I can't for the moment. So I will keep talking about the characters and the play. Our characters go on a trip by train. They intend to get, I guess, from their native town, maybe from Ploiești, from here to Bucharest. I want to make a parenthesis. Ion Luca Caragiale, the writer that you can see behind, was born in Dâmbovița, but he studied here in Ploiești. Ploiești is a pretty big town situated not far away from the capital, Bucharest. So our characters, mother, grandmother, aunt, and the boy, the main character, Goe, go on a trip by train to Bucharest for the celebration of the National Day. And everything takes a very funny turn. In the station, while waiting for the train to come, the three ladies already dot on the child very much. He is dressed in a mariner suit, and they address him Mr. Goe, Domnul Goe in Romanian, which gives him a stronger sense of entitlement. In the train, he does a lot of naughty things that children would do nowadays as well, but in contrast with what parents would do generally, the type of parenting presented in the play is like poor parenting, permissive parenting, which also happens sometimes, of course. Maybe not to such a huge extent. The child gets his head out of the window, the train window, and loses the hat in which there is the money of the family for the trip. He loses the ticket also by throwing it out of the window, and grandmother and mother, of course, will reproach to the train controller that he treated bad the child, and everything that he does, no matter how naughty he is, his relatives dot on him. The effect, of course, is a humorous one, but at the same time, the child doesn't have quite a good behavior in society. And this is exactly what Ion Luca Caragiale does in his plays. He criticizes Romanian society, the hypocrisy, the inefficiency, as I've said, with a lot of wit and humor. And this applies to no matter what society. His work is still celebrated for being timeless. And I think, if I can say placeless, they can be applied no matter where in the world. It is an extraordinary, fine, and intelligent way of satire of human behavior. Now I will shift the camera for you to see better this very nice and appealing and interesting statuary group.